Hello everyone, it is Zoe and you're listening to On Our Mind podcast. Can you tell how great the sound is in this episode? It's just the intro, but I'm already able to tell that this is gonna sound like crazy. I'm so proud of it. And guess where I am? I'm not in my own studio, not yet. That's gonna happen anytime soon, I'm sure of that. But no, I'm at university, because guess what? I'm at a university in the communication department. And of course, in a university where you pay tremendous fees, they have a lot of things to help you and reach your goal, right? But it's been 6-7 months now that I'm here studying here, and I just go with going to my lessons and going back home and doing whatever the hell I want with my life. But I haven't been enjoying all the things that we have here, and so I'll do it. I have just 6 weeks to go until the end of the semester and until graduation, but that's fine. It's never too late, right? So I'll let you enjoy the sick quality of this sound. Meanwhile, I'll be dealing with a topic that is interesting to me and that probably will be interesting to you. Today, I want to talk about how freaking easy it is to be consistent when you do what you love. How does it sound like? What I'm just saying. What do you think about that? So the topic of the day is about talking about consistency. And yeah, as I said, how easy it is to be consistent. Because we're mid-March and it's the time of the year when you might realize that you've failed to achieve pretty much all the goals you set yourself January the 1st, 2025. You know, learning to speak Portuguese, hitting the gym 5 times a week, and, going running every weekend. And if you want more of this, of course, I can go for it. What about this 20 minutes meditation you committed yourself to in an attempt to take control over your lack of emotional control or tendency to overthink? Meditating, of course, should fix everything. That's what you've been told. So what better day to start than January the 1st? And as you go with meditating, hitting the gym 5 times a week, it seems you're now so close to have this perfect lifestyle that your favorite influencer claimed to have on Instagram. And guess what's missing from this perfect new routine you've built up for your brand new self? Well, cooking everything from scratch, of course. That's a famous one. More veggies, more whole food. Now food is fuel for this new athletic version of yourself. Think about all that, all your goals. Have a look at your 2025 mood board. I know it's not far away from you. It's maybe somewhere hiding in your phone, in your gallery. The one you put all your faith into on January the 1st, 2025. And so now, fast forward 2 months and a half, what does it look like? How does it fit into your life? How does this mood board and those goals fit into your life? If it ends your life, that's fine. I'm here to say that's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't beat yourself up. I might have a reason. And that's actually the reason for this podcast. I told you about it at the beginning of the podcast. I may have a reason for all that comedy and disillusion you're going through. So that's fine, okay? I'm this friend who's putting a hand on your shoulder and saying, it's all going to be all right. You're the best. So yeah, you might think that you're just not being consistent enough at this point. And yes, that's what you're being told everywhere and nowhere. The key to achieving your goals is consistency. Of course, nothing else, just consistency. It's all about being consistent. If you're not consistent enough, you're just going to fail, and you're a failure, pretty much. And so although I'm not going to argue on the fact that I'm not sure about how much the idea of having goals, drives and excites me, but that is another topic, and I'm definitely going to deal with it in another episode. So today, let's focus on this whole idea of being consistent, of consistency, and the pressure society. Let's put it on the back of society. The pressure that is being put it into us in January the 1st of every year. Not on me, I swear. 'Cause, I'm like kind of so wise that I don't feel pressured by that but anymore. But I used to, for sure. And it's the reason why now I'm able to talk to you about it. And so, of course, this idea of consistency, it's just too much to ask for your brain, to set yourself bunch of brand new goals, and on top of that, having the achievement of such goals rely entirely on whether or not you'll be consistent enough. And here, the idea of consistency is already too much to ask. I believe consistency is not something you should be aware of. Consistency happens all the time. You just don't know about it. You just don't see that it's happening. And that's far the better. Because consistency has to be something you're leaning toward in order for it to exist. In order for you to be conscious about the fact that it exists, you have to be leaning toward it, but not being consistent, being aware that you are being consistent. It exists in your mind only as you aren't capable of, this word I'm always struggling, capable of implementing it into your own life. You're aware as long as you're chasing it. So I don't know if you get what I mean here. You're aware of the existence of the idea of consistency just as long as you're chasing it and as you're making yourself being aware that you have to do it. Okay, I think that makes sense. And so it's a concept on which people set very high expectations indeed. And as a result, you're never consistent enough. Never consistent enough either for yourself and for maybe other people who will try and get some updates on what you're doing. But think about it. Consistency refers to repetition. It's the ability of one to do one thing over and over. So I guess you're getting where I want to go, right? You're already consistent in so many areas of your life. It's just that you aren't aware of it. And that's the whole beauty of it. You don't have to be aware of the fact that you're being consistent. Who cares? This is called living. And you're being consistent without knowing and having to commit yourself to it. And why is that? That's the question everyone is asking right now. Because all the things, you do it for the sake of doing it, right? You just love doing it. So you do it, period. And that's where consistency, to me, has never been easier than when it comes to do what you love. And here, I can definitely speak for myself. And all these things I do consistently, repeatedly, not for the sake of calling myself a consistent person, just for the sake of doing it. Because I love it. It just feels right to me. And I ain't need to find any motivation to do it. I just do it. And God, it feels good. Trust me, it feels good. Doing things just because you love doing them. And actually, I don't even know when I'm doing it that I'm aware that I love doing them. But I think you got me at this point. Otherwise, you'll just be battling with yourself, right? Try things out and you'll naturally stick to what feels right to you and to what's the most enjoyable to you. I mean, here, as long as you're lucky enough to sense when something feels right, that's a biggie. That's a very big and very powerful asset here. And so, yes, that's pretty much all I wanted to say about consistency. I had in mind for this episode just that. Consistency shouldn't be a pain in the ass, period. Consistency is just a concept. You don't even have to know about its definition itself. So yeah, go with the flow, do things you enjoy doing, and you'll actually live the life you've been dreaming of. Meaning a life of serenity, fulfillment, of all those little things that make you feel good and makes you feel at peace. And I gotta admit, guys, bad news for some of you struggling with it. Meditating 30 minutes a day, first thing in the morning, hitting the gym 5 times a week, and cooking everything from scratch might just not be your thing. And that is fine. That is fine. I'm going to wrap it up by sharing with you a few ideas, even though that's proper to my life, my routine. But what I can say about the thing I'm unconsciously consistent with, it is about all the simple thing. And I've already shared that on my podcast. I haven't set any goals for 2025 the same way I didn't for 2024. But here, 2025 was definitely so much different. It felt so much different. I just didn't care about the goals at all. I gotta say, January the 1st was kind of a normal day to me. And yeah, so what about those things I do? And maybe it will help you realize that, well, you're doing it also, and you're definitely not thinking about it, but you're doing it, what happens to be called consistently in your daily life. So to me, this is about, okay, I don't want it to get too boring, but definitely that's another episode I'm going to do is, oh, boring my life sounds to so many people, and yet I really don't care about it. So yeah, it's about, you know what? Okay, I'm going to try and list them all. It's about going on the walks. I pretty much do everything walking. So I don't really take the metro that often, except if I have like an appointment and I'm late, which can happen sometimes here and there, because I'm not good with respecting meeting time, hours, appointment, whatever. And so, yeah, walking, yeah, I'm going too far here. Just saying walking every day. Every single day, I'll go outside. Whatever I'm doing, I'll go for a long walk, at least 1 hour walk. And here, I'm not bragging at all. It's just like, I'm just a human being. I need to walk, right? It's just, I guess some people forget about that. And it just feels right to me. And I don't even have to force myself doing it. It's just out of habit and out of enjoying life. And so I go on a walk and I'll try and see some nature, of course, being very observant, which doesn't mean I'll be meditating. So the thing is, when I go on a walk, I don't have any goals about this walk, right? It's just, I just go with the flow. I'm not thinking, okay, what about I spend the first 20 minutes of this walk meditating and then I do that. No, I just go with the flow, listen to my thoughts. I'm observing my thoughts, and that's the best thing. So yeah, walking is something I do every day. Eating well is also something I do every single day, but once again, it's called eating well, but I don't even know what it means. I'm just eating veggies. I'm just eating the food that I'm enjoying eating. I don't enjoy going to McDonald's every single day, eating a burger, or going some other places. I don't even enjoy pizza that much, because just it just hurts my stomach. But anyways, just saying, eating well, that is a goal that many people set themselves beginning of any kind of year. So January the 1st, it's all about eating well, cooking more. But if that's far from what you're doing already, you're just not gonna make it. You're just not gonna make it. Except if you're consistent, but then it becomes a pain in the ass. Yeah, you'll be battling with yourself pretty much every day, and that will draw away your peacefulness. And you'll notice that after a few years, I think. And so, yeah, you'll wake up after a few years thinking, whoa, I've been forcing myself doing that, and I wasn't enjoying it at all. What am I eating? Soup every day. I'm not happy. Give me my pizza. Anyways, other things. Reading. I love that reading, but I'm not into committing myself every single day. Okay, I gotta read 20 minutes. I gotta read 20 pages, whatever it is. The kind of goal you can set yourself when reading, but I just do it. Same goes for writing on a notebook. I just do it. Same goes for coffee. Well, I guess that's just an addiction, but yeah, I just do what I enjoy doing. And same goes for sport. And here I'm not bragging at all, because it sounds, as I'm talking, just realize what I'm saying, it sounds a lot like what a lot of people people, are chasing, doing sport, going outside, eating well, but they'll do it forcing themselves into it, while I'm not forcing myself into it. Maybe I'm very grateful for the way I've been raised, so thank you, Mom. But yeah, it just makes sense to me. It feels right. And what else do I have? Okay, I don't remember. I don't really know. Because once again, as I've told you, you're being consistent in the little thing in life that you're not aware that you're doing that much. So after I think about it, yeah, maybe yoga. I do yoga when it's not yoga at this point. I don't even care about how it's called, but it's kind of, meditation. If you need words, something like if you need a concept, maybe I'm meditating at some point. Maybe also, yeah, I do yoga, but it's stretching my body out, and it feels good. It feels great, and I'm not doing it every morning. I'm just doing it when I feel like it. So yeah, I think that's it for me. It's been 15 minutes of me talking about consistency. I hope the sound is still great, and I'm just very excited because actually the sound is crazy, guy. I'm so happy, and I think I'll also gonna share a video of that episode. We'll see. We're experimenting here on this podcast. We're experimenting. Anyways, yeah, I'm done. I think what I can say is just stop trying and be consistent. Stop trying chasing consistency. It's just that it doesn't exist. It's not good. It's not good. Yeah, I always love doing some barren wisdom here. That's the point of this podcast, and I'm loving it. I'm loving it. So, okay, once again, consistency about doing the podcast. I'm not consistent at all because I don't care. I just don't care. I just go with the flow, and it depends that sometimes I share an episode every 2 days, and sometimes I'll share an episode every 3 weeks, and that's fine. I'm fine with it. So anyways, I can only wish you a good day, a good life, a good night, a good whatever you're doing. Enjoy what you're doing. Go with the flow. Don't try and be too consistent in your life. I know that's pretty counterintuitive and unpopular of an opinion, but that's fine. And yeah, see you later, alligator. Bye-bye.